Hello everybody, and welcome to our POV drive and review of this all-new Mercedes S-Class. Now before we hop on the inside, we'll take a quick look around the exterior. Of course, this is more of an evolutionary change because no one really wants the S-Class to change too much. Got the pop-out door handles here in the back, very conservative, nice look, classy. This one here is a low-end one, $115,000. And you'll see that's how you unlock the vehicle. Just kind of press on it. It'll bring the door handle out. The mirrors will also come out. And then you just pull on that and it kind of electrically releases. Take a look at this interior though. Wow, wow, wow. Absolutely stunning from the first second you look inside. Beautiful Napa leather seats with the quilted design. Lots of technology, lots of wood, lots of luxury. We're going to talk about all that when I get inside. Take a look at the door trim first though. Leather all through here, nice piano black, real metal switches. These are actually touch sensitive now this year, so you apply more pressure, the faster the seat will actually adjust. That's an interesting touch. Lots of quilted leather through here. We do still have the physical headlight controls there. Memory seats, 3-stage heated and ventilated seats. These are touch sensitive now. And we'll get inside. It does have the soft closed doors. Little sound effect plays when you get inside. Here's our start button. Yeah, when it fires up, it's really almost silent, almost like a hybrid model. But indeed, it does have an engine, which we'll talk about in just a second. Now, before we go any further, let's take a look at some of the technology here. We do have the brand new steering wheel, nicely leather wrapped. These touch controls actually control this 12.3-inch gauge cluster. This is similar to the outgoing generation, but with this model, what you can do is press this button here and you can switch between classic design, navigation design, a sport design, or you can even go to like the cleanest and most simple, and they're called the understated. So it's very cool. We'll stick in that one for today. I kind of like the minimalistic look with the interior. You got your shifter here with the new hollow design for the Mercedes brand. Looking over at the storage, there's you have that underneath of the piano black trim and the phone holder there. Up here you've got beautiful burl wood, lots of leather along the top. These beautiful and very detailed vents made of real aluminum. Again, lots of real aluminum details, including the metal speaker grills. It's going to be leather padded on all the lower areas as well. And all in all, just a really beautiful cabin. I'm noticing when you change the theme up here, that also changes down here. So we've gone to a really simple and a clean look for this main MBUX system. So this is the big change for this generation, is that this is now a portrait style. This is 12.8 inches. It's a beautiful OLED display, so just a gorgeous resolution, top-notch graphics, very fast performance. So just really impressive overall setup. But anyways, let's get to the part that you want to see. We'll go ahead and head out on the test drive. I would just turn the climate all the way off, but it is very hot today, so we're gonna have to keep it on at least the lowest setting. As always, I remind you guys that we do have a dedicated full review video if you want to learn all the full details of this S-Class. In addition, we recommend you put your headphones on because we've recorded this video with binaural 3D audio, meaning that you have three-dimensional soundscape, and if you put your headphones on, you will hear it just as I'm hearing it today inside of the vehicle. The red light kind of foiled that acceleration a little bit, but you can see it is quite fast, and this is the S500, so that is the base motor for this. It's actually not a V8. This is going to be a turbocharged inline 6-cylinder with Mercedes EQ Boost mild hybrid setup. What the mild hybrid does is it does, of course, boost power, as the name would suggest, but more importantly than that is the fact that it kind of powers the electronics. It powers advanced auto start stop, which is really the best auto start stop in the business. You'll see that demonstrated in just a second as well. Actually, want to go back to this classic design so that we can show that off a little easier. But just cruising along here at about 50 miles an hour, it is just so quiet in here. Absolutely dead silent. We do have a 9-speed automatic transmission on board. Every version of the S-Class is now going to come standard with all-wheel drive. So you have the 4MATIC all-wheel drive system on board. And there's that auto start stop system at work. If you were paying attention, you notice that it actually shut off before you come to a stop. That's one of the things that the EQ Boost can do. And then it actually can take off as well on that battery power just slightly, which gets you up to speed. Then the engine refires. It all just works together so that you really just don't feel it working. Long. As we're setting at this red light, might as well look at the navigation. The graphics here have really been upgraded. They're phenomenal. You can even see the water glistening. That's pretty cool. This model does not have the AR augmented reality head-up display, and nor do we have the 3D gauges. So this is the base setup, like I mentioned on the outside. Due to COVID, there's been some parts issues, so we don't have a fully loaded model. But of course, that will be coming soon enough. So that's a view of the traffic lights. That's pretty slick. course, we do have a standard air suspension, so you see the bumps, but you just don't feel them at all. It's really spectacular. The air suspension combined with the adaptive dampers, it just completely gets rid of all bumps. I mean, it's really spectacular. Like I said, it's just a visual thing. You see it, but you really just don't feel it, and it keeps you in absolute comfort at all speeds. Very quick when you get after it. 4.8 seconds 0 to 60 with this standard engine. You can also get a twin turbo V8 in the S500, and that has quite a bit more horsepower. It's going to be right under 500 horsepower. That being said, as you can see, this one is no slouch at 429 horsepower. But that's pretty much going to wrap up today's review and test drive of this all-new Mercedes S-Class. We are very excited to get behind the wheel of this, and from behind the wheel, definitely lives up to all of our lofty expectations of such a fine luxury machine. This new model really just nails luxury as you would expect that it would. But in addition to that, with the new model, really adds a layer of technology as well, which really just sets the standard. So we hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and join us next time. We're taking a look here at the 360 camera. I'll show you guys the 3D view here in just a second, before I can stop here. So you can actually pan all around the vehicle. Really cool stuff.